Hi and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you an update on MATIC, a bit of Polygon coming through. We're going to be going through the micro timeframes for MATIC and also all the way up to the macro to see if we can get some sort of price prediction for the next week or so. Before we get going, before we begin, just a massive shout out to the CC gang in the Telegram, keeping things lit in the family. If you want to join the Telegram, guys, it's completely free. The link is up there in the top right-hand corner. But without further ado, let's get straight into the charts. As you can see, starting off here, for MATIC on the hourly, the nice short term, to see if we can get some sort of idea, some sort of trade for the day that we could be looking at here. You can see straight away we've got a falling parallel channel, guys. Falling parallel channels, they tend to usually break to the upside, right? So this gives us an inclination that is going to be a potential breakout scenario from this zone right here. If we are looking for a price prediction for the short term for MATIC, just going on this chart pattern, this is what we would be looking for, okay? If we do get that, this is going to be the measure move up. You can see pretty straight, pretty solid stuff. In terms of percentages, if we do get this breakout, it's going to be around a 3% move to the upside. Now, with that being said, guys, you can see the VPVR, the volume profile visible range. We do have the point of control pretty strong in terms of resistance, and you can see that's this pretty juicy big red line coming through. Now, this is obviously the point of control. This is where the most resistance for this indicator is formed right now. I mean, you can see it. We're just getting slammed down continuously from this zone, okay? So if we do see a breakout of this falling parallel channel, guys, and we're looking for this 3%, we need to be cautious of this point of control. The point of control currently sits around 90 cents and really 91 cents there for MATIC. But if I'm going to be entering this long, I'm going to be looking for at least a very nice solid break of this point of control and a break of this downward sloping resistance line from the top side of this parallel channel. That's just two factors that I just wanted to point out to you guys if we are going to be looking for this 3%. Now, with that being said, let's bring up some moving averages as well, guys, because very crucial point as well. You can see here on the hourly time frame that we do have the 55 moving average coming through. Just going to get rid of that. We do have the 55 moving average coming through on the top side here. This is obviously very, very crucial stuff, guys, because this is exactly where we're looking for our long position, okay? So this is obviously going to be acting as a horrible, dirty point of resistance. If we look back in history, we have found resistance off this bad boy before, and we're going to find it again potentially. If we don't, we're going to be looking for support. If we can get the support on it, like we are seeing here, guys, we can get the support on it, we do get a lovely little bounce, then, and only then, will we be looking for a lovely long out of this chart pattern. And that's where we're looking for that 3%. Now, what I do want to talk about very briefly is the fact that we're still in this chart pattern. We're still in this micro downtrend. We're still technically below major moving averages here, guys. Maybe not the shorter term ones, but right now we are below near enough the 200 SMA, the 200 EMA, we are below that, and we are below the 55. That usually means that we have got progression to see to the downside, and continuation is probably going to happen. If this is going to happen, guys, the levels that we're looking out for there are 89.29, so 89 cents. And then you can see we've got a lovely, lovely horizontal coming through at around 88 cents, 3.2, as you can see here on the left. So these are the levels that we could be looking for potential bounces if we are going to see continuation to the downside. I will go into the midterm in a second, guys, because there's some very, very, very interesting information there. Just want to cover the short term for now, just to give you guys an idea of what to expect over the next day or so. Now, the reasoning, I just want to explain why we saw this pump to the upside here, guys. The reason why we saw this pump to the upside is because, a bit of education for you here, guys, is because we did see a bullish divergence. You can see we've got a very nice low set on the RSI and then a higher low set on the RSI. But if we look at the price, guys, if we look at the price, if we look at the price, get the right tool, Chester. If we look at the price, you can see we didn't set the low here on the chart, okay? We did in this trend, but then we broke the low here. We broke the low here, but didn't break the low here in terms of selling pressure. So that is what's called a bullish divergence. And we draw that on the chart looking something along the lines of this. Let me get rid of those circles for a sec so it doesn't confuse you. So we draw it on the chart something like this. You can see an upward sloping support line, and then you've obviously got a downward sloping support line, okay? And that is going to be called, again, a bullish divergence. This usually means a reversal in the price and a move to the upside. And that's what we did see here, okay, guys? A couple of percent coming through from there. Yeah, around 3% move to the upside. So that's why we saw that. Just a little bit of education for you guys there. Moving on to the midterm time frame, that is going to be the 4 hour here for MATIC, a bit of Polygon coming through. And the reason why I want to be talking about this is because very crucial stuff here, guys. We've got an upward sloping parallel channel coming through. Very, very, very strong. You can see the support on the lower side is very, very strong indeed. Let me move my big head out of the way. You can see the support on the lower side is very, very strong. If we are going to be coming down to this area yet again, which is actually referenceable? It's worth referencing on the lower term timeframes because that is only down at 87 cents. And if we stay in this this falling parallel channel here, guys, we're likely to come down and test this area. And if we just extend this trend line, we're likely to bounce pretty much cleanly in this area. So if we are going to be looking for a really nicer move of this 3%, I probably would be looking a bit later on in time once we've come down, tested this area here, because if we jump back to the midterm quickly, you can see the level of support that we've had on this area. Absolutely ridiculous, guys. Levels of support coming through. The jumps are absolutely huge, right? So if we are going to be coming down here and we do come, and this trend line does come down as well, we're going to see a lovely bounce from this area, and we could see a really nice 3% bounce to the upside there. So that's sort of what I would be looking for there, referencing the midterm and the short term together. But in terms of what we could be looking for the longer term time frame, guys, the longer term time frame here for MATIC is actually a lot more aggressive. There is a lot more potential for a bigger move to the upside here, and that's probably going to be something along the lines of this. As I said a second ago, guys, this is a rising parallel channel. Rising parallel channels, they do tend to usually break to the downside, guys, okay? They do tend to usually break to the downside. If this is going to happen, there's some very key levels that I want to be looking out for there. Firstly, this is going to be the measure move, something along the lines of this. We don't quite know as of yet because we haven't actually seen the next level of support get tested. And then wherever we break this upward sloping support line, if we break to the downside, this is going to be the move that we could be looking for. In terms of percentages, it's going to be around a 9.27%. If you're 10xing that, guys, that's a 90% move. If you're 100xing that, you degens, it's going to be around a 900% move. Absolutely insane, okay? Really, really, really crazy stuff. Am I going to be blindly shorting this when we get a breakout? Absolutely not. No, we're not. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. You do what you want. But these are the levels that I would be looking at if I am going to be looking to take this trade and take in profit continuously all the way down. Because remember, guys, the likelihood of this scenario playing out, the whales can see this too. The whales are trading. They're probably looking at all of the less experienced traders saying, I'm going to enter here, my stop loss is going to be up here, and my take profit is going to be down here. What they're going to do with the price, guys, they're going to take the price to around here, and then they're going to throw it right back up to your stop loss, okay? The whales manipulate the price like crazy. This is the most manipulated, the most manipulatable assets in the world, cryptocurrency at the moment, right? So be smart, continuously take your profits as you go, and take your stop loss. Once you hit your first take profit, move your stop loss to your entry. And then if you do bounce up and the whales try and get you, you've already made probably 10, 25% of your equity, and then you get stopped out at entry point. So it's a completely profitable trade no matter what you do, okay? Let's move to the midterm time frame. Very crucial stuff there, guys. Definitely worth remembering. Now, moving on to the daily. I don't think I've prepped any TA for the daily right now, but what we can do is just do it live while we're on the video. I just want to get rid of some of these big orange lines for a second because it's not very visually appealing for you guys. But let's do some live TA on the video just off the bat, and let's see what we are working with. Actually, no, I'll keep that. Yeah, let's see what we are working with for now. So what we're going to do, we're going to go from the all-time high for MATIC from the bull run of 2021. And we're just going to be taking, I'm going to go for the weekly actually, yeah. We're just going to be taking that trend line down, and we're going to be slamming it down to the most recent lower high for Bitcoin in reference to that bull run. And it's going to be looking something along the lines of this. Let's get those wicks in line. You can do wicks, you can do candle bodies, guys. It is more reliable to do as many touches as possible. So whatever suits the nature of the move, essentially. So you can see these are going to be the trend lines that we're going to be working with. And you can see we've actually seen a breakout to the lower side right now, okay? We actually have seen a breakout to the lower side, which isn't great, okay? It isn't great because the move that is potentially going to be happening here on the macro, it's not good, okay? It's going to be a downside move, and it's going to be worth a serious amount of cheddar, okay? Serious amount of cheddar, and it could bring us down to bear market lows back in when was this? Back in the back in the 13th of June, okay? So very, very interesting stuff there, guys. In terms of percentages, this move is going to be worth around 60% to the downside if it does play out. But remember what I was saying a second ago about taking profits continuously as we go. The levels of support, which could be holding us up, just so you can see that for reference, and if you can see with my head in the way. But these are the levels of support that we could be looking for: 76, 61. Going to be banging another one in there for that aggressive dump to the downside just here on this weekly chart around the 9th of May. Yeah, the 9th of May. And you can see these are the levels to be looking out for there, guys. And then obviously the crucial measure move to the lower side, looking somewhat like this. This is sort of what we could be expecting here for MATIC if we are going to see this trend have continuation to the lower side. Now, in terms of market structure, guys, in terms of market structure right now, it's not looking too terrible. Now, the reason why I say this is because obviously we've got the bear market low right now. The bear market low is 32 cents. We're currently sat at around 90 cents for MATIC, which is pretty goddamn good. Okay. From there, we have seen higher lows being continuously set, okay? Higher lows are continuously being set and not being invalidated. When I say that, I mean the price is not coming down and it's not challenging the most recent price of this uptrend, the most recent levels of support of the pullback for the uptrend, okay? And those levels are consisting of what I just circled there, 69 and also 75. Now, from there, guys, if we do come down, challenge this 75, which would be around that measure move completion to this lower side here. If we do that, I would expect some momentum to the upside, okay? Some momentum to the upside, and then we could be looking for these moving averages and finding either resistance or finding support. If we can find support on them, then we're going to go to the goddamn moon, and we can be looking for those moon shots. But if we don't, then I probably would expect to come down and challenge the most recent, the next valid higher low, and that's going to be around 69 there, guys. So definitely a few areas to really be looking out for there for MATIC. Some very, very interesting scenarios. And if you are looking for a dirty, filthy, gambly trade right now, you need to make your own mind up, because I'm not a financial advisor. But what I would be looking for is going to be some sort of short position here, because at the moment, MATIC does look bearish overall. That's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will be back tomorrow. I'm literally doing videos Monday to Friday at the moment, and I really enjoy myself doing it. So really, really good stuff. If you found value in this video, guys, make sure you slap a like. I really do appreciate the likes. And also, guys, if you've got an opinion, slap an opinion in the comments section as well, because I do get back to every single comment, and I like to look at other people's TA as well. And again, the Telegram group is in the description. But for now, guys, that's gonna be it. Peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.